Hello?
Yes, I see.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I
Sorry.
couldn't hear you. All right. So, um, one thing that I've seen in the 20 years that I've been managing Google Ads accounts is keywords don't mean what they used to. And there are so many changes in the ad platform. And so what we do is when we manage accounts, we make sure that not only do we manage your accounts, but we also keep you aware of the changes that are happening in the ad platform. Now, not all traffic is worth paying for, and there's a big difference between keywords that are worth less and keywords that are just simply worthless. And so what we do is regularly monitor your keywords, your search terms, and the negative keywords as well, so that there's not waste in the budget. One of the things that I love the most about SearchLab is that we are managed by humans, not machines. Most agencies click a button and set up all the campaigns and let everything run on full automation. We do not work that way. We have actual human beings that touch the account on a daily basis. So better decisions are made with a focus on your unique strategy. So this results in better targeting and less wasted ad spend. Now at SearchLab, our teams thrive on transparency. We don't hide behind dashboards that show confusing or meaningless data. Most importantly, we do everything that happens in an ad account that you own. So when we manage accounts, we actually have you give us access to the ad account that you own, and you maintain ownership of the account. That way we're looking at real data and you're making business decisions based upon real data. One of the things that we do differently than most agencies is the way that we create our fully customizable search ads. So obviously this is for a dealership, but in a car dealership, you would have sales, service, and people trading in their cars or buying their cars. So in this example, it shows that no matter what inventory someone has, and so in the foundation repair and fridge repair, this would be the list of services. And what we do is we make sure that when we write an ad about foundation repair, it goes to that landing page. When we write an ad about refrigerator sub-zero repair, it goes to that exact sub-zero landing page. That way people aren't going and having to search through your site. It's a better user experience, and it gives you better data to be able to make decisions on. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So here is a couple of ads that have been running for SeattleFoundationRepair.com. So here I see a huge problem because it's the ad itself is connecting to HTTP instead of HTTPS. So when SSL certificates were required 5 years ago, this isn't going to the secure site. So this creates two issues. Number one, you're paying keywords, and your keywords are anywhere from like an average $3 to $9 per click. And so you're paying sometimes $9 for foundation repair, and people are clicking on it, and it's going to the unsecure site. So this needs to be fixed like immediately so that that's going to the secure site, because Google will put up that big red banner that says this is an unsafe website, please return to safety. And so that's a major problem that I see, as well as that's going to mess up your reporting because you're sending people with your ads to the wrong URL. And then it's the ad itself says contact us for and then there's no phone number on here, there's no ad extension, and there's no click to call button. So on mobile, people can't click to call. And so that's one thing that I see that would be a huge improvement of this ads that we would do. Another thing is on the second ad, we also provide permanent solutions to cracking, sinking, bowing, and settling problems. So the ad got cut off, and again, it says call us, and there's nothing in the ad that has either the vanity phone numbers or a click to call button. And then here are some ads that I found for Sub-Zero Viking repair that have run. And again, the same issue with the URL. So this one went to subzerovikingrepair.com, and it's the unsecure site. And all of the ads that I found were connecting to the unsecure site. So that's a huge issue with both of them.
This is old account, and in the beginning, like Sergey was setting up himself, so
Mhm.
it was like from 2017, 18. So this
Yeah,
why.
no, these ads ran in the last 6 months.
So
So
in last
yeah.
6 months, this link. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. And then with Sub-Zero Repair Seattle, we are here to help you. It's a good tagline because obviously if your refrigerator is not working, that's a huge problem. Most people have about $1,000 worth of food in their refrigerator, sometimes more. So obviously it's an emergency repair. So with Sub-Zero refrigerator repair, because this should have been Sub-Zero refrigerator repair, then we are open 24/7, or here's where you make the appointment, or same day service. These are all the things people are going to be looking for when their refrigerator's broken. They want to see who can come the fastest and the quickest to fix it. And so our service areas, including and listing out all of the areas, is kind of a waste of an ad, because you're serving the ads in the areas that you serve, and that's set up by the geography in your ad account. So you don't need to list all the areas you serve, because they wouldn't be seeing the ad if your ads are set up properly. Does that make sense? And so this space of 4 lines here needs to be 24/7. Things about your actual service for emergency refrigerator repair. And then Repair Seattle authorized Sub-Zero refrigerator. Again, our services, contact us, will arrive, we repair. I don't understand why someone would put will arrive. Obviously, if you call a company, they're going to arrive. And then same thing with the bottom one, built-in refrigerator repair, Seattle, Sub-Zero, and Viking. Contact us, will arrive, we repair. Number one, is it refrigerator repair or is it my Viking stove? That should be 2 different ads, because if my stove is broken, it's probably not an emergency. If my refrigerator is broken, that's an emergency. And it's sending everything to the homepage, not to the landing page that talks about that service. And then contact us, will arrive, we repair. Obviously could be written better about which service and more about that service. And so I see a lot of things in the ads themselves that are not working, because it should be extensions at the bottom that have your address, your phone number, the brands that you serve should all be done in the location and extensions in the bottom of the ad. And then another thing that we do is remarketing and target audience targeting. And so obviously audience targeting would be really effective, not only with foundation repairs, because you could carve out older neighborhoods. And so I grew up in construction. So one way that we used to use this is if we're doing dock repair, we would carve out just the houses that actually are on the water, because obviously if you don't have a house on the water, you don't need a dock. Or with the hurricanes here in Central Florida, we would know areas that were hit hardest. And so if we were advertising roofing, it would be people who live in neighborhoods, and we would carve out neighborhoods that had roof repair. And so with foundation repairs, we could carve out neighborhoods that are older, that are most likely to have the need for foundation repair. And then also with Viking, Sub-Zero, a lot of the luxury brands, instead of targeting to every single house, you would want to target to the higher end houses that have a $6,000 refrigerator inside. And then today, 3.5 billion searches start online. Keywords are very important, but so is how users search. And so no matter what keywords or services people are searching for, whether they're long tail or short tail, we make sure that we have focused to make sure that people find you. And then when users search. So not only during the time that the offices are open and people are answering the phone, but also after hours and when people are trying to get a hold of you for emergency repair, we create ads that collect those leads as well. And then where users search, whether they're on Google. And then one thing that we have seen in the home repair business is that we carve out 20% of the budget and we spend it over in Microsoft Ads. Microsoft is the default search engine that's built into all Windows PCs. It also powers the ads on all non-Google search engines such as Yahoo, AOL, DuckDuckGo, and a lot of the voice searches that people use on their devices. They're asking for things on their phone. And there's less competition, so it means you get more clicks at a cheaper cost per click. And so for our fall, we are waiving all of the setup fees. We typically charge $2,000 to set up a Google Ads account or take over an account. So we're waiving that. And you already have a Google Ads account, but if you do not have a Microsoft Bing account, we do get $250 of free ad spend when we set up one of those for you. Oh, okay, awesome. All right. And so do you have any questions for me at this point? Okay. All right. And then in the actual ads account itself, so now do you see the ads account? Okay. Here you can see for I have it sorted for the last month. So for the month of October, I'm showing that we got 4,000 clicks, 133 conversions, and the cost per conversion is $48. And then your total cost for the month was $6,000. So one thing that I see is your clicks and your conversions are not happening at the same rate. So I would definitely want the person managing your account to look into why that is. Over time, your cost per conversion keeps climbing and climbing. I would also want to try some LSA ads, local service ads in your area for both companies, and see if we couldn't get that cost per conversion down. And then, okay. And then I've got error messages in here showing that you've got campaigns paused and asset groups paused. And so with the appliance repair business, your ad strength is limited and your campaign status is paused. So you've got some issues here. Okay.
So like it's emergency, you know, like stop spending and start bringing appointments. You know,
Right.
like after 12,000 spent, you expect at least 12 appointments, $1,000 each. You know, it's not happening.
Right. And right now, the only thing that's running is your Performance Max. And they are at the highest cost per conversion of any of your ads. So you've paused some of your other ads that were lower cost per conversion, and you're running just Performance Max. And so I would recommend a mix of those, or us at least testing the text and display ads against just running Performance Max. because you can see that conversions were a lot higher for some of your other campaigns and at a lot lower cost per conversion. And then this is showing one of your ads for refrigerator repair. And I know that people really, really watch how ads are written because there's just so many people running spam. There's so much spam and scams that are running right now. And so people really, really watch how things are spelled and written. And so all brands, refrigerators, freezers, repair, this not being sentence structure that people would recognize as being safe. These ads need to be rewritten with extensions at the bottom for the brands instead of them listed out. And the headline just says call, but it doesn't tell me who I'm calling. And obviously Google brings through NC appliance repair, but with 6 different URLs called different things, and then there's not even a line up here. That's probably why we have a click-through rate of 0 here. And so the actual ads need to be written better. And then one thing I see here is very similar to what I see in construction companies and with companies that have emergency repair is a lot of people are calling on Sunday and or shopping for your information and clicking through on Sundays, Wednesdays, and late on Friday. And so one thing that I have seen that works really well is either having extended phone hours or having an answering service or a lead generation. There are some companies who have a specific person carry a cell phone. And so you are missing opportunities where, obviously on Sunday, if my refrigerator breaks, I'm going to want somebody there, hopefully that day. But if not, I would want them first thing Monday morning. And so we can definitely help with some strategy and ads of how to be able to take the most advantage of those leads when people are actually calling. And so I definitely see a lot of room for improvement. The way that our pricing structure works is for full management, we charge 20% of the entire ad budget. So for last month, as an example, it showed that 6,000 was spent. And so 20% of that would be 1,200 per month. And so it's 20% of whatever the ad spend is with a $900 minimum per month. And then if you wanted us to consult with you, if you wanted to run the ads and you wanted us to consult with you, we charge $450 per hour. And so with a lot of the heavy lifting that needs to be done with both companies, I would suggest the management because we have a large team to be able to rewrite ads and check the geography and handle a lot of the issues that I went over today. So what are your thoughts at this point?
Yeah, we definitely need help. Definitely, it's a lot of tweaking need to be done. Definitely need to be done on our account. Okay, and what is your thoughts about that on one account, different URLs?
They would
I know it's a violation. I talk about this for ages. That's like one domain, one ad account.
yes. So to work with us, what you would need to be willing to do is have one address for each company, one URL for each company, so that you are not in violation, because obviously we won't do anything that's against best practices. And so that would be something that you would need to talk to the owner and make sure he's willing to do.
But so you want us to give up the Seattle location for
Well,
for foundation is bringing free traffic?
yeah, we will not do anything against Google's practices. So, no, we will not. It's not giving up a location. You actually moved from one location to another. And so, no, we don't work.
So, and how does it work if it's a move from location? So we can transfer reviews from this.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's one of the main reasons why you don't want a duplicate page, because you've already collected reviews from the one location. So when you have one company with one brick and mortar location and you move to the other location, best practice is to go in and change your address, not to create a second one. And so the Google Business Profile needs to be just the location that they're at now, the new address. And then with the Seattle fridge repair, we will manage ads with one URL for that company, not 6. And so those are the things that the owner would and your marketing department would need to be willing to do to work with us.
Okay, and on your so how many companies will you manage?
How many what?
How many companies? So we have like appliance repair, foundation repair. So what, which ads you will manage for one company or for all account?
We would manage the account, but we would streamline it where SeattleFoundationRepairs.com was where all of the ads ran off of. And then with the fridge repair, that would be, you guys would need to decide which exact website you are going to use for ads.
Okay, and another question about move location. So we have Seattle location and we have Bellevue location, and both of them have reviews. So can we merge? Or
Yep.
if we move old location to new location, will it double our reviews or we have to start over?
You would put in a ticket with Google to actually merge those two. And so we could get you the department to call to be able to do that.
Okay.
So we can assist with that. Because Google does not let people go against practices and then let their ads run efficiently. And so it doesn't really matter how much budget you spend, and it doesn't really matter how good the ads are. If you're doing something against Google policy, you're not going to be successful.
Okay, got it. Okay. I received your message.
So I will send this information over to you, everything I went over, because we touched on a lot. I'm going to send you over what our pricing and our scope of work is. And then you can talk to the owner and then just answer me back by email after you've spoken with them, and we'll work on next steps.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Tatiana. Bye-bye.